And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit. See ya. What's up, y'all? Trappers have been TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in the same. Like, cook, cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more. Is good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you use, some logic can't get in college, dog. Find me on all streaming platforms. Rich Trapper, something going is out now, man. But my newest single, Jealous, is out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. You already know the deal, man. We not finna hold y'all too long, but I need y'all to know that Sunday, May the 19th, we're giving away $250, man. Drop a comment because the best comment between now and then to get a $50 cash app, as well as the top comment between now and then. We'll get a $50 cash app, and the best song in that live music review, we will get a $150 cash app. So make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. You feel me? Make sure you get into that. You already know what to do. Tasty Live Resin Disposable Cartridges. Get into those. You ain't got into those, man. Available at any THC dispensary near you, any good dispensary near you. They will have those Tasty Disposable Live Resin Cartridges, man. No all the stuff it should have, none of the stuff it shouldn't have. Get into those. Signature Honey Cigars. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Signature Honey Cigars. Those are also available anywhere that tobacco products are being sold. Make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. You already know the deal, man. But we finna jump into Dubs, Bobby A. Bobby A want to know if there's any truth to what Dubs was talking about. Is there any truth to Dubs' account of Serrano's taking the water fountain from the blacks in New Folsom Sea Yard? We're finna jump into this content. I don't want no further do's or don'ts, man. Keep in mind, we are not a part of the prison YouTube genre. We just kind of talking about something because it came up, but we're gonna leave that to the ex-convicts. I was an inmate. I ain't never been a convict, so I ain't finna act like I know more than them. I'm gonna just use my little bit of common sense from what I know about the LA County jail system and the Riverside County jail system to talk about, you know, whatever, blah, blah. But I ain't no expert, so that's just my fair warning and forewarning before all you super convicts get all upset, man. No, you got it. You know more than me. Your spread tastes better than mine's. Pause. But go for it. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Yo, what's the deal, everybody? You already know this your play upon the Bobby A. Jones. I'm taking a quick break from work to address the situation with this social media influencer, you know, this YouTuber, this vlogger, who's a Sudanio. I believe that he may still be a Sudanio. I'm not too for sure about the dude standing with his people and all that, right?
Serrano was the word you were looking for. Don't worry about it, bro. Words are hard. We'll keep going.
But one thing that I noticed about this guy, man, this dude make these inflammatory comments and tell these stories that always
he's talking about Dubs
sways in the favor of Sureños when he's giving his account of prison stories and whatnot. It always paints them to be the victor. It always paints them to be the aggressor. And it always paints blacks to be the lesser. So the thing that I'm in the beginning stages of fact checking is this guy says that in New Folsom, I believe he said in between 2001 and 2003, after Norteños had opted to leave the yard and relinquish the control pretty much to the Sureños. He said there was a lot of active young Sureños there who wanted war with the blacks. He advised them, no, we shouldn't go to war with the blacks right now because we're making money for the legends on the other yards. Everything is cool. So he said that he had instructed them, you know, the issue that they was pressing was over a water fountain. Said the blacks had 2 water fountains positioned here and positioned somewhere else. And he says that he told his homies to leave it alone.
Yes, issues in jail do take place over the water fountain. Something so simple could be very complicated. Yes, very true.
Another one, his homies came to him, was like, hey, fool, did you know about this? And he was like, what? Then he went out to the yard to oversee what was going on. And I guess the younger Sureños, you know, pressed the blacks and told the blacks, like, hey, y'all can't drink from this fountain no more. Y'all got to drink down there, something of this nature, right? He said they approached him and he pretty much told them, like, hey, listen, all of our people wasn't in agreement with this, but now that it's done, what's done is done. And the only way to undo it pretty much is to get cracking. And the blacks at that point in time opted not to go to war or engage in a violent exchange with the Sureños. To any homies And when I say homies, I'm talking about the Rolling Neighborhood card. I'm talking about the Hub and Dub. I'm talking about the Diego card. I'm talking about the Long Beach card, the Northern Cali Crip card. I'm talking about my Cooney brothers. I'm talking about my Jama brothers. You feel what I'm saying? Is there anybody that can put me in? And if you're not comfortable doing an interview, we don't have to do an interview. But is there anybody that can put me in contact with any of our people who was in New Folsom, Sea Yard in between 2001 and 2003? Please put me in contact with them.
Now that would be an interesting conversation to hear for sure.
I seen a video between Dubs
Fly on the wall, if you will.
and the other cat that's a dropout from the North Days. And they deriding each other, verbally masturbating one another. Yeah, dude, because this and I thought this, dude, but you were a good homie, dude. You're a good friend, dude. Oh yeah, because I didn't get the guy to here. I knew that once they dropped that video, some form of racial, politically charged story was going to come from either him or Dubs. And here it is. See, Dub put out these narratives that Serenios is always the victor and blacks is always the lesser. But the way.
Hey, I will say this, man. A lot of the Southsiders, YouTube, not even just the Southsiders, bro, a lot of the Mexicans, that is a common running factor in a lot of their channels, man. It's like niggas can't get a win nowhere. Niggas can't get a win nowhere. We always get whooped every time, bro. Like what? Now again, I've never been to the penitentiary, but I've experienced a lot within that LA County jail system. And from what I've been told, if you could do the LA County jail, you could do anything. And I've just never seen anything where one side is always a clear victim. That's wild, but let's keep going.
That he orchestrates it, the way that he formulates it to say, well, yeah, there are some homies who are racist, just like there's some blacks who are racist and and all that. Like, come on, homie, stop trying to pretty it up. Say what you say, mean what you say, and stand on what you say. Stop being a chump, man. We all know what the racial politics between us and the Sureños is. We know what the racial politics is, bro. Let's stop hitting around the bush. Let's stop insinuating. Let's call a ball, a strike, a strike. Sureños, the mass majority, their racial politics make them inclined to despise, resent, and hate blacks. There it is, bottom line. So if you're not from California and you're from a city or a state that's now starting to get that influx, that first wave or the second wave of Mexicanos who are coming there, who are pushing Sureño, they don't like you. And they're going to try to befriend you. They're going to try to offer resources for a discounted price. And what that is designed to do is to get you to put your guards down so they can come over and take over your community. They pose as friends, work as spies, and they're always looking for a way to attack.
No, I won't say that. That's in my opinion, that's a little far. It's a little far. I was kind of riding with you, reeling in a little bit. There is some truth to it, but there is some falsehoods to it as well. We're going to let him keep going, though. He's cooking. We're going to let Bobby A cook.
The element of surprise.
I will say this, though. Is that the thinking of some Mexicans? For sure. For sure. Do all Mexicans think that way? No. So, that is what it is. And that's the truth. If you don't like the truth, then that's that. If you're offended at that truth, look at yourself in the mirror and check your own racism.
We all know the politics. We know what's going on, man. And this is the thing. Now, let's just say some validity to the story that Dubs is talking about, right? And yes, the blacks opted not to go to war with them at that point in time for them G-checking them. We taking this, it ain't nothing to be done, it is what it is, right? That's a G-check. That ain't no soft check, that ain't no insinuation, that's a straight out, we took this, right? If the brothers...
That's the straight out, we took it, for sure.
Did opt not to go to war at that point in time, right? Or engage in a violent exchange to maintain a piece of state property that they feel belonged to them at that point in time, right? You got to remember the numbers was probably 100 to 25. Now, I hope a lot of individuals say, oh, he's racist, because I haven't mentioned Mexicanos as a collective, none at all, right? I'm talking about the Sureños, right? We all know that the Sureños, if you go to a yard, you go to an institution, and if it's 50 blacks and it's 50 Sureños or 40 Sureños or 30 Sureños, they're not politicking the way they politic when the numbers is drastically off. So if the numbers is drastically off, now they feel more inclined to press the issue. Now they feel more inclined to be racially inclined. You feel what I'm saying? That's when they feel the most comfortable to try to push these issues when the numbers is drastically off. Dubs made a statement. He said, oh, if we don't fight each other and we don't do this head up and whoopie whoop and we don't give each other head up because it's this, that, and third, you a motherfucking liar. You sapsucker motherfucker. You's a motherfucking liar. I was in Ironwood State Prison, 2005. A Sureño gets into it with an Asian cat. Sureño, big whoop, blah, 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 blah. Simultaneously, they fired on each other like in that Rocky movie. They fired on each other and they cracking. Boom, bam, boom, bam, bam. Get down. They cracking on Mike. As they're fighting, the Sureños getting just a little bit on an Asian cat. Word is bond. When the Sureños came to us later about this issue, we stayed out of it. But the Asian cat had kind of split the Sureño head, because with one of them things you flip burgers with, the little spatula looking things, with one of them, split his head. So he grabbed his head, like, oh, Holmes, oh, man, you stabbed me. He ain't stabbing me, he just hit him with a spatula. Bam, bust him in the head, right?
When he ain't stab him, he just busted him with a spatula. It's crazy. He just busted him with a spatula as well.
Did that. The Sureño went to his people and was like, yeah, that fool stabbed me, he stabbed me. So the Asian like, I didn't stab him, we just had a fight. So they came to us because we were spectators. We seen everything that happened from the argument to them both getting off on each other. And this is in the kitchen. This is when I was working in the kitchen. I told you I was the dock worker, right? So we didn't tell the Sureño like, yeah, your homie did get hit in the head with a spatula, because that ain't none of our business. And it's 1 million of y'all and probably like 50 Asians, and we're not going to give y'all the animosity, the ammunition, We're not going to give y'all the ammunition that you guys are looking for to come and demolish the Asians because they were so small. So you can't say that Sureños don't give head ups, because it has been points in situations to where they provided heads up. Just say that they don't give head ups to blacks and Samoans.
They don't give head ups to nobody, bro. I ain't never seen the Mexicans giving nobody a head up, including each other.
There's also been situations where they gave heads up. They gave a head up to a Caucasian. So say when it comes to blacks, their politics and Samoans, their politics doesn't allow for them to give head up one-on-ones, because it's a high probability that unless that Sureño is trained in the arts of martial arts, that he's gonna get his ass whooped. And this is just the truth of the matter. See, what these Sureños, the majority of them don't talk about, is when they go to war with blacks, right? When they get cracking on blacks, we not just going to war with the Sureños. We going to war with the influence that the Caucasians got and the resources that the Caucasians got, that they slide to the Sureños to give them advantage.
Because you better believe that the white boys going to start passing off them knives to the Mexicans if they get into it with the blacks. You better believe that, big dog. That's a guaranteed.
Give them an advantage and an upper hand in combat. We're going at it with the correctional officers who favor the Sureños more than they favor the African Americans. You feel what I'm saying? So every time we get into it with the Sureños, there's always a lopsided exchange. There's always a lopsided war. It's always lopsided combat. So when they get on here like, yo, we just be beat up the blacks and we do this to the blacks and so on and so. No, that ain't true, homie. Y'all got a lot of elements that goes in y'all favor that we don't. All we have is one another. And everybody talks about the blacks. All the Sureños want to talk about the blacks. The blacks, if we so weak, and if y'all be riding on us so much and y'all be doing this and doing that to us, then why is it we ain't never PC'd up off no yards? Why can't you go to a penitentiary to where it's no Serranios, no Norteños, no Bulldogs, it's just blacks? It's not gonna happen. We on every yard. So how is y'all doing this much rioting? How is y'all doing this much smashing?
That's a good point. Numbers don't lie. He made a really good point with that.
On blacks, and we don't got no yards. Y'all got yards with no Norteños. Norteños got yards with no Serranios. The Bulldogs got yards with no Serranios nor Norteños because the numbers be off. We still on these yards holding it down, homie. So when you speak on us, Dubs, put some respect on our name, homie. Put some respect on our position. Put some respect on us, homie. You talk too motherfucking much. And this is the thing. The Trap Network News, you cover all this shit about blacks going after each other and whatnot. Cover this, homie. Put this new.
Damn, bro, I am covering it. I ain't never doing OG Bobby A. I'm talking to you directly, big dog. TRAPNEWS Trap News Network. Send me some videos to my Instagram. I cover what y'all send to me, big dog, and what I see on my timeline. Dubs isn't on my timeline. I don't think Dubs videos are interesting. I don't. I like Gunners Collective. I'm not gonna lie. Bobby A, this is something that you're gonna learn about me personally, real quick. Learn about me real quick. I think Dubs is boring. I personally think Dubs is boring. Me and management have this conversation all the time. He likes Dubs. I like Gunners Collective. I think Dubs is dry, bro. Dry. I think Dubs is dry. He's boring. I don't particularly care for Dubs' video because he's too slow. However, send me some videos. TRAPNEWS Trap News Network. Send me some videos, bro. I'll be more than happy to cover it. I don't mind. I don't care. I just don't know about it because I think Dubs is dry and it's boring. You know what I'm saying? If you watch my live I just posted before this, OG Bobby A, go watch the live I just posted before this. Go look at my live. Go to videos. It says videos, shorts, lives. Go watch the live. I just was asking people if they knew anything about it. I know nothing about it. I am ignorant to the fact. But I would like to learn. This is how you learn things, by asking questions. So, you know what I'm saying? And just for the record, it's Trap News Network, not Trap Network News. Don't worry about it. Names and titles are hard. We're going to keep going. But send me some videos. I come in peace, big dog. And I appreciate it. And shout out to Bobby A. Make sure y'all show him some love. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Everything he got going on. And I appreciate y'all for trusting me to be the voice of the culture and the voice of our people, man. Voice of the Trap News Network, news you use, knowledge you can't get in college. And I love my black and my brown brothers and all that kind of stuff. But right is right and wrong is wrong. You feel me? So that's that. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Narrative out there. So Dubs, man, fucking much. And this is the thing. The Trap Network News, you cover.
It's Trap News Network. Don't worry about it. It's Trap News Network. But don't worry about it.
For all this shit about blacks going after each other and whatnot. Cover this, homie. Put this new.
Thanks for watching too. I appreciate that.
Narrative out there. So Dubs, man, you talk too much. Stay out of black business, homie. Cause if a motherfucker call your bitch ass out for the fade, what you gonna? Oh no, dog. We don't fight blacks, homie. We don't do this and we don't do that.
Thank you, sir. I can't complain about yourself.
You voicing your opinion in these controversial issues, but you don't want to stand on business. You don't want to stand on principles, and you don't want to stand on virtues, ethics. You don't stand on shit. So shut the fuck up and let us be. Continue to make your content and talk about you and your people. Stop talking about us, man, because you ain't ready to do no fighting or do none of that, man. So shut the fuck up and stay out our business, old weird ass, bitch ass, punk ass, got the rights of a Japanese 65 ass nigga.
Well, that got aggressive. But yeah, Bobby A, I would love more education on this topic. Please, again, slide in my DM on Instagram. I would love to have a conversation with you about this and kind of get more of an understanding of what's going on. As well as if there's a representative from Dubs, you know, or Dubs himself, if you watch this, you know, holla at me. You feel me? I would like to know what's going on. Again, I think Dubs' videos are boring, so I don't really watch too much of Dubs. But I will say this. Make sure you stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you use, some knowledgeito. You can't get in nobody's collegeito. Get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Find me on all streaming platforms. Rich Trapper, something to fuck on is out now. Newest single, Jealous, is out now. I'm gonna have some new music out later on this week. Get into that. I've been saying it, but today I'm gonna actually sit down and do it. Got you guys. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man. Show some love to Bobby Ye. Show some love to Bobby Ye. Imperial Visions is his Instagram or YouTube. Make sure y'all tap in with that. Show him some love, like, comment, subscribe. And y'all know how to do that. Red dot to the left, to the left. And then it's Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go.